Hey y'all, I'm Wade Werner, and this is Springtime Bait Rigging. Okay, hey, we're going to start work from the top down. What we got here is a topwater walking bait, sexy dog. It's one of my favorites. We're going to go to the wacky rig, something that you can slow it down just below the surface. We've got a jerkbait, suspending jerkbait. It's going to get down a little bit deeper, get in the fish's face. We've got a bladed jig, help us cover a little water, shake it up. Water gets dirty. This is great for that. All right, I'm going to start off with top water. Start at top, work your way down. In the spring, weather gets nice, gets warm, slick, calm, flat days, even a little chop on the water, and fish will get up shallow and start feeding. I like the sexy dog. The hard knock is my favorite. It's just, it calls them out. It gets their attention, it gets them amped up. Color is not as critical to me. I like stuff that's kind of natural. This is like a natural shad color. I guess in really clear water you could do a more transparent, but for me it's more the action of the bait that's going to call them out. If it gets a little cooler out, you can work the bait a little slower, real slow walk to it. If the weather's hot, then fish are really blasting it. I want to twitch a little faster. Cast it out, let it sit, start working it in, nice steady retrieve, and it's going to zigzag all the way back to you just like this, and fish are going to explode on it. All right, I'm going to get this dude out, and I'm going to show you the loop knot that I use to tie these on. It gives them a little extra freedom for a little better action. I throw all my topwater baits on monofilament. 1, they float. 2, they've got a little extra stretch to them, which helps keep the fish on with these treble hooks and this big bait slinging around. When you catch them, they'll start jumping and slashing their head around, and that bait has a tendency to want to try to pull itself out. So this line gives them a little bit of forgiveness. You're going to start by taking the single line and feeding it through the eye of the bait. You're going to pull enough tag end through. You'll then grab the center of the doubled up line that you just created and then swing the bait around 5 times to create the knot. You will pass the bait back through the loop you just created and then gather the entire knot of line and work it down to cinch up and make a small free-flowing loop knot in front of the bait. It's a big knot. But it leaves you with a nice loop here to allow this bait to move freely as you're bringing it through the water, so it'll walk back and forth. If you tie a direct knot to this and cinch it down tight, it's going to hamper the action of this. You got to watch out for them hooks. They're nice and sharp. Hey, we've gotten below the surface now, and we're going to slow it down in some shallow water with a wacky rig. All right. What I got here is the Bass Reaper Double Tap. Brand new bait, primarily designed to get out there and wacky rig. What we're going to do is we're going to tie a number 2 wacky hook like this. We're going to tie that on our line. Usually going to throw this on a monofilament line to keep it up in the water column. If you want to get down a little deeper, you could go to a fluorocarbon. That'll help it sink down a little bit deeper, a little quicker. But around here, right now, I'm throwing it shallow, shallow water. Taking that hook, once it's tied on, we're going to center hook this bait right in the heart. And we can throw it just like that. Throw it out, let it sink slow. It's going to have this parabolic wobble to it, and every time you twitch it, then fish are going to go crazy for it. Bass Reaper Double Tap. All right, you want to cover water in the springtime? Get you some fire craw, get you a bladed jig. I got a Bass Reaper Changeling, and I'm going to show you how to modify this, add it to this, and make a dynamite rig to catch springtime bass. I'm going to start taking this Bass Reaper Changeling, and I'm going to break it down. I'm going to take the first section of this, I'm going to break it off right here behind the first set of legs. That we're going to get rid of. Our six-legged friend has just become four and the perfect trailer to add to this bladed jig. I'm going to take the bladed jig. I'm going to feed this hook up through the body. Keep it nice and straight. Slide it up on the bait keeper. And voila. You got a perfect rig for covering water in the springtime and catching bass. One note with this is I'm going to rig this typically on a little bit heavier line because I'm going to throw it in a little bit heavier cover. Probably going to throw a 15 to 20 pound test. Again, I like monofilament. I like its shock resistance. It's durable in harsh conditions. And it doesn't sink. It's going to keep the bait up in that shallower water where we're targeting these springtime bass. So, bladed jig, Bass Reaper Changeling, fire craw, go get them. We got a floating jerkbait here. This is the RECON from Critical Fishing. Springtime bass, they're moving up on points, they're moving in around docks, they're using areas to stage. Jerkbait's a great way to catch them. All you forward-facing sonar guys out there, you're going to see these fish sitting out there in front of you and want to know how to keep a bait in front of their face for a long period of time. This is a way to do it. You can add a little weight to it, make it suspend, jerk that thing down in front of their face. I prefer to throw these again on monofilament. Fluorocarbon line with a suspending jerkbait is going to make that bait slowly sink all the way to the bottom, and it's not going to suspend in front of your fish anymore. So, get you a jerkbait, catch you some springtime bass. Hey, thank you all for watching. Make sure you leave me some comments, feedback, critiques. We'd like to hear it all. We like to hear from you guys. Let me know if stuff's working. Let me know what I can improve on. I'm here for you. Make sure you like, subscribe. We'll see you next time.
To stay up to date with all our videos, follow us here. Check out similar videos here.